Welcome to Softcore History.
What is up? Welcome back to Softcore History. I am your host for the week, Rob Fox, and I am joined, as always, by my two co-hosts, Daniel Regester, who's choking on some meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost died trying to get back to this mic.
Yeah. What happened? The jerky you're eating get a little stuck in
tough.
there? Yeah.
Tough.
I see. That's why I'm not a huge fan of that jerky we have in the.
I love that
studio.
jerky.
I think
This is the better jerky that we have.
it's okay. I'm kind of out on jerky.
He said that before. I'm Jake Goldman, by the way. He said that before.
I didn't want to introduce you.
Yeah, I know. I like to introduce myself. Rob said that last time we were in the studio. He was like, "Oh, I'm out on jerky," and Rob,
I'm more of a sausage guy.
take that how you will, fans and listeners and audience members.
How dare you make such implications?
What?
If I was,
I said, take that how you will.
implying things. If
I was also trying not to, chew into the microphone. Because
That's fair.
I did do that one episode with
Yeah.
almonds, and we got some negative feedback.
Someone said something?
So I was very considerate.
That would be a worse chew sound too, because it's like,
It's like crunchy,
yeah,
mushy.
the almonds is crunchy. That's one thing, but that's like gross.
right, because it doesn't go down easy.
No, it's stringy, and I don't know why you like it. To be quite honest,
I
It's
love
beef. It's meat.
yeah, it's fine. I just like
So what's for
protein.
dinner
Yeah.
tonight?
I miss the taki sausages that we had.
That's fine.
those are fucking
This is
good.
less fat. It's lean.
Yeah, I get that. I
I'm
don't
trying
care.
to get hot for the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really
Dan really
trying.
needs to get hot for this
In fact, your
audio format.
how long it's taking you
Well, for the video, too, and the clips.
right.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's for social media.
How
really.
yeah, he needs to be shirtless for every clip eventually. And how long it's actually
preferred.
taking you to get hot, which is it's taking too long. It almost seems like you don't care about us financially.
Yeah, honestly, Dan, I bet I could get hotter than you in 3 months.
Well, fucking do it then.
Yeah, I smell a challenge.
Okay.
Hot. We're having a hot off.
What happens first? Jake gets hot or Rob talks into a microphone?
Oh, I'm getting hot.
Yeah, I'll never talk into this microphone.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Come on.
I'm too expressive.
It might be on my deathbed, but
The best was, did we talk about that on the show? How Dan was like, I'm just going to get you a fucking lob if you don't talk into the mic
oh
right.
yeah, what a threat.
Yeah, I was like, how dare you threaten me with convenience?
Yeah. It's like, oh god, not that. Next thing you know, you'll have someone hanging a boom mic over my head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting the audience into consideration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How dare
whatever.
you? Stop
Whatever.
speaking for people that
Speaking
don't
of
have a
audio
voice in this
format.
room.
Yeah.
Speaking for those who don't have a voice, except in the comments section on Apple, iTunes, charts,
On the reviews.
Spotify.
Which, by the way,
go
you
ahead, leave a review.
Yeah.
That was the segue.
You
Yes.
want to read some?
Subscribe, leave a review, tell your friends. We always say this was true. The best way to spread a podcast is word of mouth.
The best way to spread holiday cheer.
Christmas cheer. What are you, a fucking terrorist? No, they're not spreading Hanukkah cheer and Kwanzaa cheer too. It's Christmas cheer only.
Joke's on you, there is no such thing as Hanukkah cheer.
I don't know. You guys are celebrating a dub. Actually,
It has nothing. Well, yeah, you know what? It is. You're right. We had a huge W. Some oil lasted 7 days longer than we thought it would.
Right.
What a win.
so by the way, I was
We
reading
were very frugal.
I was reading up on Hanukkah last night, trying to figure out a topic. I thought maybe there might be something interesting there. I couldn't really find anything like funny. It's interesting, but I didn't find anything like funny really. And what I didn't realize is that it was basically like they kind of act like the overall arching story you get is it's kind of like the Jews, Judea or whatever, like kind of fending off Greek rule. Mm-hmm. Not what it was. It was actually really more of a civil war where the Hellenized Jews, the Jews who had accepted Greek culture, were fighting against the more like Orthodox Jews who did not want to go full, like get Greek, essentially.
I mean, I don't want to get Greek either.
You look
If you know what I mean.
right now.
I mean, I'm very Greek, but too late. No. Just getting Greek doesn't sound very fun.
Yeah, they were just fighting off Hellenization, but it was really like two Jewish factions fighting each other. I didn't realize that.
I didn't either. I didn't know that.
You don't get double Greeked up?
What? No.
Okay.
Greeked is a term for anal sex, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows that.
I didn't know what that meant. But the Greeks didn't have anal sex. Did you know that?
I didn't. That's
They
weird.
didn't fuck butts.
But
Well, I mean, there was I assume anal sex in ancient
Probably
Greece.
some other orifice.
No, they would fuck the thighs. They would fuck the
Good
clap your thighs
old-fashioned
together,
thigh fuck,
lube it
yeah.
up, fuck the thigh under the balls.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Or an armpit.
Don't
too,
worry
right?
about what I read, when I read it. Don't worry about any of that. But yeah, because it was considered kind of like a little bit insulting to.
Do it in the butt?
Yep.
Yeah, it's insulting. Get out, really?
Well, they thought it was. I think it's fine, but they did. They were going.
Yeah, what kind of judgment are you passing
Yeah.
right now, Jake?
I was saying that I thought the judgment they were passing.
How many women have you disrespected?
Or men?
I've never disrespected anyone.
Really?
I was going to say, our podcast is accepting of all types of people who fuck any hole.
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't. I thought it was rude that the Greeks thought it was disrespectful. I was passing judgment on their judgment. I'm anti-judgment, which means you can judge judgment.
And only God can judge.
Only God forgives.
No, God never forgives.
What was that Ryan
He
Gosling
always
movie about?
remembers. He's like an elephant. He never forgets.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll forgive. Oh, but he'll keep you in mind.
Yeah.
Or he'll turn you into a pillar of salt. But
He's really good at that.
we're going to talk about. Actually, God's not going to come into this too much, hilariously enough.
That's a shocker for your topic.
But we are talking. So last week, Dan did weird origins of Christmas traditions. This week, I'm doing Christmas traditions that have been lost to time. Christmas traditions we no longer partake in, per se. Some of them are stories. Some of them are whatever. Some of them are like party stuff or whatever. But it's just fun. There's just some fun things that people used to do for Christmas that we don't do anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, first off, though, I found something that we do still do for Christmas. And it has something to do with one of your old topics.
What?
You remember, so the early version of football where two towns basically had a war against each other?
Yeah, trying to kick a pig's bladder into a church window.
That was a Christmas Day celebration quite often.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Medieval football.
Yes.
Yes. It's the only true man sport.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
Every
just
other sport is soft.
Two towns run between each other, beating and murdering each other to get like a pig bladder in the bell tower or whatever.
Yeah, and two balls. Not just one, two.
Yeah.
So it's like not only like defense is defending offense at the same time offense is right. Like yeah, it's simultaneous.
It's just like rad capture the flag.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but that was a thing in France on Christmas. That was like especially a thing. That and gambling, but we also still gamble a lot over the holidays, I feel like.
Most of my gambling is done over the holidays.
thanks
really.
Bowl
to-
season?
Bowl
yeah,
season
thanks
for
to
sure.
football. So those aren't lost, but I thought that was interesting that Christmas was football time.
It's kind of cool that we kind of do have we still have holiday football and we still have holiday gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas nowadays is more NBA centric.
Yeah, I'm not really into it
Yeah, if you're a loser.
Okay.
because
I
the
don't
games are meaningless.
Yeah.
It's just one regular season game.
Some say the NBA season starts on Christmas.
It pretty much does.
Yeah, it really does.
Don't think the Cavaliers are going to keep being third in the East, but who
We'll
knows?
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But anyway, there are other traditions that no longer persist, per se. One of them is that although I believe the Yule lads are still talked about in Iceland quite a bit, there are other little people that they don't necessarily fuck with as much anymore. Iceland is kind of obsessed with little people. Little mischievous people.
Scandinavia in general is very much
makes sense in Iceland because it's such a rarity, right? Like everyone in Iceland is 6'11", 400 pounds. They're all built like the mountain.
They all look alike because they're all related.
Yeah.
They're all giants.
Iceland also, little people is a key story point in that Will Ferrell movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do still like trolls and stuff a lot there.
It's weird because like I wanted to go to Iceland back in 2018 with my friends, but it was kind of like a roller coaster where it's like you must be this tall to enter, and I was just not 6'5".
Oh, I
all
thought they
your
stopped
friends-
inviting you to stuff because you kept getting in fights with your girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
You would
ex-girlfriend.
bring your ex-girlfriend on trips
No,
with you
no. We broke up though, essentially in Costa Rica
while you were on the trip.
while we were on the trip with my friends. Yeah.
Why did you break up?
Yeah. No.
She's being a bitch.
No.
That your first
No,
time
it was-
traveling.
You were
together?
being a dick.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably justified. It was me being a dick around my friends and it being amplified.
Yeah, no, I mean, fortunately, the way I describe every time I get back together with my buddies from college is it's just like a group of grown men antagonizing each other to the point of scream fights in bars.
And it was also
Yeah.
like a doomed relationship that was already on its way to like collapse. And we just threw that into the mix. It was just gasoline on fire.
International
Yeah.
trip to a place with beautiful people with your boys.
Yes.
And you're already on the outs. Mm-hmm. That you kind of hit the escape button.
We just went full eject.
Yeah.
And so that's why
Did you bring
couldn't go
anyone
to
home?
Iceland?
Did you bring anyone home while you were there?
No.
So you were just miserable the whole time.
No, we had some fun.
Okay.
I wasn't miserable. She might have been. I wasn't.
God, that sucks. I can't imagine like getting dumped. You're not with your friends, with your significant other's friends, and you're in another country.
I didn't get dumped, and she
No,
didn't get
I'm saying
dumped. She dumped me after the trip, but it was pretty much
A foregone conclusion.
foregone. Yeah.
Fair enough. Being
Like,
stuck
this is
in that.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts to Kelly,
God.
What's up, Kelly?
personal trainer.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mia Khalifa's personal trainer, or used to be.
Cool. Anyway, so during Christmas time in Iceland, then as now, there's only about 4 or 5 hours of daylight. That's fine. You can have that ranch water.
Thank you.
You're just making Coop get up earlier for another beer for me. Yeah, you're extra work for Coop, Jake. Thanks a lot.
Well, this is empty.
Fucking jerk. That's how you
So,
treat a veteran.
Merry Christmas. Sorry, Coop. I really
Well,
didn't
I believe
want to make you do
15
more.
minutes ago, not even, you were just saying "fuck the troops."
Oh, yeah, because Mizzou is playing and going to beat Army in the bowl game.
No,
Fuck the
no.
troops.
Let's take that out of context.
Yeah.
that's-
No, take it as much out of context as you want. Here, I'll just give you the clip. Let's give some air, too. All right, hold on. Fuck the troops. Okay, clip that. That's great.
Man, Rob. Wow.
Yeah, so there's only about 4 or 5 hours of daylight in Iceland during this time of year, during Christmas time. And medieval Icelanders, however you say that, believed that during the dark times, during the night, which was most of the day, evil creatures roamed the land.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
They were like, it's dark too long. There's got to
Tailless all this time.
be that evil creatures come out at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no vampire stuff though, unfortunately. But in one Icelandic saga, a farmer invited friends over for a feast, but some ghosts showed up instead.
That sounds way cooler.
You would think so, but what the ghosts would do is they bust into people's homes and they just start spraying everyone with mud.
This ghost. Those rascals.
Yeah, well, if you tried to stop them, you'd die.
No.
So you just had to get like, I don't know, fire hosed with mud or whatever.
Where was that ghost in A Christmas Carol?
Well, it wasn't in Iceland.
The ghost of Christmas mess.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're dirty now, Scrooge.
It's
See
just
ya.
like a chimp throwing shit, but it's mud. It's just slinging it everywhere. Yeah. So they believe that ghosts would kill you if you didn't let them cover you in mud, throw mud at you or whatever.
Sure.
Why?
Why? I don't know. The one thing I learned, because there's a couple story situations on here in this episode, and one thing I learned, I guess I kind of knew this, but I really relearned it. Storytelling prior to, honestly, call it the 18th century, really you don't need to make a lot of sense. There's not a lot of you don't need a lot of satisfying character arcs or reasons for things to happen.
Maybe it's like a life message. Maybe it's their version of it's not about waiting out the storm. It's about dancing in the rain. It's being covered in mud by a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, if you're living in the Middle Ages in Iceland, I would think that you'd have to learn to dance in the rain.
Iceland's a beautiful place.
Doesn't mean it doesn't rain.
It's very green.
Nowhere
A lot of people confuse that.
Nowhere is beautiful in the Middle Ages.
Vikings strategically said Iceland.
Yes, we all know they were swapped names.
Mm-hmm.
The names were swapped. We all
Great.
know this.
Don't care at all. Yeah. There is another Christmas saga that involves trolls, not the Yule lads. So there's several different classes of troll.
Yeah.
Are they like gangs?
Keep the Yule lads out your mouth.
I think these ones operate independently. So this is a Christmas story that Icelanders like to tell each
Do
other.
they have turf wars though? Like the
Trolls?
Yule, the Yule lads have like the west side.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Meat Hook just shanks anybody that comes across his territory.
Dude, Meat Hook can catch these fucking hands.
Yeah,
You're talking shit about Meat Hook right now,
Dude,
bro?
Meat Hook,
That's
you could
dangerous.
take sausage
You could take-
swiper.
nah,
Sausage swiper, candle lighter or whatever,
You could
candle
take
snatcher.
spoon liquor maybe, but Meat Hook's fucking you up.
Anyone that's going after my meat, really. Like, if they try to take my beef jerky, it's on site.
Yeah, you'd try. They'd murder you.
I don't think so.
They get the Yuletide cat up.
All
in
right,
there.
if we want to really go back, little callback here. How many Yule lads do you think I could take?
How many Yule lads?
Yeah.
4.
I'm
Four at
taking
once.
all the Yule lads.
At once?
I think you could fuck up like.
Do they have- well,
you
hold
could
on.
fuck up like window peeper and shit.
Hold on. Do they have the Yuletide cat?
Right.
How big's the Yuletide cat?
Doesn't
As
matter.
big as you think it is.
Big enough
Could
to
be a house cat.
Could be
No.
a fucking.
I can beat up a house cat.
Could be a lion.
If it's a
If
mountain
it's
lion,
eating children, it is minimum mountain lion.
that's
Yeah.
a problem.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe
But
you could
just,
take
as
that.
long as
by-
you keep that gold chain on, you don't look poor. So he
That's
won't,
true.
he won't
Right.
hurt you.
He won't eat me, and then I could carry like a ball of string around.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know, Dan is wearing a gold chain.
I'm just leaning fully into Delco.
Yeah. Dan
Yeah.
is, and this is an unironic.
Christmas gift.
Yeah. Unironic gold chain. He's rocking it hard.
You know what? Gold chains are back.
Yeah. All chains are back.
Yeah.
This
I might get a gold
this
chain.
is a meathead thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
I
a
like
gold
it.
chain with like a Star of David on
I gotta
it.
say, he's got a head start on the hotness race.
It is backwards though.
Ooh.
It does.
Hot
it does
points
that.
deducted.
It does that.
Actually, but you don't care, so that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
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 It's whatever.
Fuck. I'm just wearing this goofy ass Christmas sweater.
Bitch.
Dude, I've had this since high school.
It's tight.
Yeah. It is tight. I've had it since high school.
But yeah, so this troll saga, this non-Yule Lad troll saga, fun Christmas story they like to tell. A shepherd goes out to check on his sheep on Christmas Eve, and his wife is like, "It's gonna be night soon. Be careful. It's night."
That's when the monsters come.
Right. And he was like, and the husband said to his wife, he's like, "It's fine. If I die, you'll have a hilarious story to tell."
That's
What
classic.
What a ride or die.
Dudes,
Yeah.
dudes being dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It was-
just like, man, your comedic career is just gonna take off when I die.
Yeah. He's
Do
like,
it
"It's
for the
fine.
content.
It's fine."
She was always team content.
Yeah.
He was.
He was.
He was always team content.
No one was more dedicated to content than him.
Yeah.
Going out during troll time, ghost time. Fuck.
I'm either gonna be covered with mud or
Yeah.
have my throat slit.
Do you think about that, Jake? Like, if your wife tragically dies, you'll actually just become a really good comedian.
I thought it was pretty good already, but
Well, let's wait till your wife dies.
Yeah.
I would prefer if she didn't.
Yeah. When's the last time?
Well,
you,
no, it could be just when she dies.
how's
You're
your-
like
how's your type-
78.
I just like fucking skyrocket.
Yeah.
How's
I'm
your
dying
type
before my
5?
wife.
She is
Your
older
type
than
5 just turns into a full 60-minute special.
Yeah.
No, I'm still dying before her.
Yeah, that's probably true.
My life choices are
what you've done to your body compared to what she's done to hers.
I'm a real masochist. Yeah.
That's fair.
I hate my nose.
I think you would. Rob would just go down a really bad, dark rabbit hole
Without Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
Just revert to a lot of things, but the kid's still there.
Yeah, no,
Ugh.
you'd be a bad dad as a single dad.
I can't imagine I would be a great single dad.
The kid would have a lot of uncles and aunts.
I'd be like, if Courtney died of like a slow disease, I would be like, write down everything I'm supposed to do. But if it was like a car accident,
Like how
Yeah,
much
I
time?
don't-
Like Lou Gehrig's disease?
that's long enough for her to write something down.
Okay.
I got nothing. I don't know why you
That's
looked
fine.
at me. Yeah.
So anyway, and so he's like, yeah, it's fine. It'll be hilarious. You can tell everyone it'll be funny. So he goes out to check on the sheep. A heavy snowstorm hits, and he doesn't come back. Everyone in the village or wherever they live, they go to church because it's Christmas Eve.
right.
And they're scared motherfuckers.
He's still not there. And finally, after Mass, his wife is like, hey, I'm worried. Can we go look for my husband? And everyone at the church is like, fuck that. There's trolls and shit out there.
It's nighttime, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not going out there.
Are you crazy?
What did,
This was a risk just coming to church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. They're like, fuck, that's bullshit. No, I'm not going to help you find your husband at night. No, he's on his own.
You can't see.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
Do you know how far torchlight vision is?
Not
Not
very
5
far.
feet,
Yeah,
maybe.
not good.
It's your immediate area. Like, that's it.
Yeah. So they're like, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they go home. They wake
Maybe.
up on Christmas morning. They get up. They have their feast first and everything. Priorities.
Got to feast first.
Yeah, yeah. You can't go searching for a troll victim on an empty stomach.
No.
No. You got to throw up when you see the aftermath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be horrified. So, which they probably should have been. So everyone eats, and then they're like, all right, now we can look for him. And everyone immediately kind of decides, like, dude, you know what? I bet if a troll got him, I bet it was Glom.
Fucking Glom.
They're
would.
like, dude, I bet it's Glom.
How many others could it have been?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. This feels like a Glom job.
Yeah, this is Glom, all right.
Yeah.
So this is classic Glom.
So who is Glom?
He's just one of the trolls. I tried to look up more information on him. There wasn't really
What kind
a lot.
of any characteristics
No, he just says
specific to Glom?
Maybe.
Why Glom?
Why,
Because it sounds
just
like a
felt
Glom
like
job.
a Glom job. Also, a lot of the trolls are local. So, I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
They support local?
The trolls support fucking with locals.
Yeah.
And they...
Or do the locals support their local troll?
You don't.
It goes both ways,
Yeah.
based on the Will Ferrell, Rachel McAdams movie.
Yes.
They
Like they're
bring-
not outsourcing their troll.
No.
Also,
no.
crazy that Rachel McAdams is in that movie.
It's very weird. But
Yeah.
I liked that movie.
I didn't mind it. It was pretty good.
So, they show up to where Glom lives. They show up to the pile of rocks that Glom lives under.
So they went to his house.
Yeah, they went to Glom's house, and they were right. They were right. Glom did it. Because they got there, and they found the shepherd with his neck broken and all of his bones ripped out of his lifeless, flappy body.
Were they laid out to spell Glom did this? Glom was here.
Glom signed his work with the guy's bones.
Yeah, that's pretty Glom
Yeah.
of him.
Now, is this like a traditional, like bigger troll, I guess? Because the trolls that I was talking about last week, the Yule lads, they were more kind of like
Gnomes.
garden gnomes.
Yeah, no, this is the same thing.
Oh,
This
Magic
guy's not
helps.
full-sized.
Magic helps.
magic does help.
Yeah, magic.
But when I think troll, I kind of think under a bridge.
I get that.
Kind of more like an orc.
These guys are, I think this is like an ugly guy. It's not like the garden gnome look.
Yeah.
Like the Yule lads. However, I don't think he's full size. Like it's more like a troll. Like
I would imagine like the Jewish people from Harry Potter.
that's goblins.
oh right.
Goblins. Those are
Right.
goblins.
Yes.
The troll in Harry Potter is quite large.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I think
But
you mean
trolls
the
vary.
Jews in Harry Potter.
That's the Jewish people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little uncomfortable that they work at a bank. I won't lie.
Yeah. Gringotts just filled with long-nosed misers. Like,
Long-nosed goblins.
tiny, bald, long-nosed glasses
Notoriously
wearing.
greedy. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling gets a lot of shit for the trans stuff, but no one jumps on the goblin thing.
Yeah, the Gringotts spank scene is. I wasn't a fan. Where's the gold?
The one
yeah.
gets roasted by a dragon, a little too close to home.
Yes, actually,
They
little
do
known-
get burned alive.
quite a bit. In that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Really bad drivers of the carts.
Is that a thing?
No, it's not.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
I'm just throwing in stereotypes at this point.
So yeah, that is a traditional Icelandic thing. That's not really they're not really legitimately believing in trolls and shit out there anymore. Like
Wait,
they
that's
used to.
that's the tradition. There was no like holiday or like weird celebration built around.
that was
Like,
around
never
Christmas.
forget Glom.
Glom's Day,
Yeah.
the day before.
Glom Day.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like their version of Mischief Night.
pretty much, yeah.
Glom's Eve.
Except Glom just fucks everything up.
Glom
instead of
just
teenagers.
rips your bones out, breaks your neck, and then takes your bones
That's pretty
out.
meticulous, actually. That's some hard work.
Yeah, I kind of like to believe he takes the bones out first.
And then snaps your neck?
Yeah.
So you're already.
Keeps you alive as long as possible, though.
I get more of like an Indiana Jones vibe where he just rips your heart out.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. It's just it's
The best Indiana
He did-
Jones.
wait,
rather
what if
than
he's
the
like-
heart, it's just all your bones. He
So
just has them in a
he's
bag.
individually Kali-maing like every bone, like he's like your femur, like
No,
and
he
then
grabs your entire skeleton and like,
Oh, at the
you're,
same
you're
time.
just a drooping bag of skin, I guess.
Yeah, you're just
You're like
you
this
just
guy in
like it.
X-Men after his mutation doesn't work very well anymore.
Right.
And that's how every like science class in every high school has their own skeletons. It's from Glom.
Glom, he's actually doing a lot for the 6th grade science community.
Actually, you know what a lot of those skeletons are?
They're real.
They're real, and you know who they are? Typically,
Prisoners?
homeless people.
I was going to say
Ooh.
homeless people.
Yeah, legitimately homeless people who sign up, like they sell their bone rights
For like a sandwich.
to get some extra money. I don't know the price of bone
Can you
rights.
Can you preemptively sell your body to science?
Yeah.
How much?
I would sell my bone rights for the right sandwich.
Oh, dude, I'm not using them. Fuck it. Like, what are they offering? I'm looking this up tonight. Like,
Both of my mom's parents, my grandparents on that side, they donated their body to the St. Louis University
Oh.
Medical Center.
donate?
Yeah,
No,
like
sirree.
idiots. No.
I'm taking cash.
Pay up.
Yeah.
Imagine you just get like $200 for your bone rights and you just take your wife out and you're like, baby, this one's on my skeleton.
This one's literally on me. Buy weed with
And then
it.
you like eventually you die and your skeleton's doomed for like the next 40 years to just like sit in a classroom where every once in a while a kid will like make you jack off or something stupid.
That's hilarious. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I would too.
I will
100%
get
okay with
etched
that.
on my bones.
Yeah.
Fake jerk me off. Like, just fake
Get
it.
a bone tat.
Yeah. Get a bone tattoo that's like, dude, pose me, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Bone rights. We need to look into that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Depending on how much money they're offering, it might be done this week.
There was like a thing going around when I was in college that like some people slightly consider doing where it's like, you could sell an egg
Yeah.
for like a couple $1,000s, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a rumor that you could sell a testicle for like $200,000.
Oh, take it.
Yeah. We were like, dude, should we just...
Fuck it. What are they? That's totally fake, though.
You
What do you
only
do?
need one. You only need one.
What are you doing with
Did you ever
it?
hear that's like getting hit by a car on campus?
Oh, you get free tuition? Yeah.
Did you ever hear that? The test, like they'll buy your testicle.
I never
for,
had
like,
the I never heard the testicle
that like
one.
came up, and I honestly there was a point where I was like, you only need one.
I'm saying, like, if someone would have told me that and I would have found the way to do it in college, that would have happened.
I would, yeah.
That would have
Yeah, it
happened.
would've.
It's like balls cost $20 a night if I'm going completely ham. Like, I'm never running out of money. I would also fail out of school and just have one nut and like $60,000
You don't have to,
afterward.
you don't have to. You sell a nut in college, you'll never have to spin a "We Buy Gold" sign on the side of the road.
Fucking straight up, dude.
I'll never have to work for College Works Painting and never get paid.
I got paid way more doing that sign spinning than you did painting those houses.
those apartments perfectly pristine. Got
was
0 cents.
It was really cool when they told me at the pawn shop that I'd be working like under the table, like, hey, we're just paying you cash. And then they sent me my fucking 1099. It's like, why did you log this? Fuck you. I did not save any of this for taxes.
There's no way you made over like $600.
Nope. So I just threw it away.
There was a guy in 2013 who sold a testicle for $35,000.
No.
That's not enough.
No.
And he used the money to buy a Nissan.
That's exactly right. I'm not selling my nuts for a Nissan.
Cube?
A 350?
37OZ or 370Z.
370Z. So a shitty sports car.
Yeah.
A smaller version of the 350Z. Cool.
Wait, well, I don't even
Jared,
know what a 370Z.
Who's been on the show before would sell it for the Nissan Cube.
Yeah, Jared would sell a testicle for the content.
For the Cube, though, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So next up, this is my favorite, and I want to bring it back.
Okay.
Of all the ones I found, this one
Glom kind of sucked. He just murdered somebody.
seems like a dick. Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a
just
tradition.
Iceland's just like during the holidays at night, a lot of dickholes roam around.
Glom is the right name for the person that did that.
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
Such a Glom.
Glom
move.
rips bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glom has no respect for your bone rights.
I don't care if you sold it for science. Do you have to pay? Say you sell your bones for science, then Glom takes them.
At that moment.
Does your family owe?
Bone rights just sounds like arbitration in baseball. Like further down the line.
Yeah.
You get the bone rights.
So this one, I'm going to tell my kid this. Like, I'm going to tell my kid this is a thing. This used to be a legend, and it kind of faded away. And the legend is that on Christmas Eve at midnight, it's kind of Christmas Eve, Christmas, like the crossover,
The liminal space between the 2 days.
animals, for a moment, gained the ability of human speech.
What purpose does this story serve?
Well, apparently they think it might be started with a pagan thing, but the Christian origin of this is that when Jesus was born at midnight, all the animals in the manger were so impressed that they bowed down and started being like, oh my God, you're the Son of God. Like, it's amazing, and speaking.
And if you believe the Quran story, Jesus probably spoke back.
Yeah.
It was like, thank
Yes,
you.
because
thank
Jesus-
you very
well,
much.
Jesus is a lot like Eliza Thornberry.
Yes.
Well, he wouldn't need to be
Wow,
like Eliza.
Thornberry's reference. Look at
He
you.
wouldn't need to be like Eliza Thornberry if
They were speaking English. They
and
were human
They were
language.
speaking human language.
Aramaic.
We
He
don't
was-
know that. He could just be translating it. We don't. It's not. The text doesn't say that they were speaking English.
No,
or
this says
Aramaic.
that they were speaking. They speak the language that you understand.
Yeah. They know them all.
So Chase, this midnight at Christmas Eve, maybe
Yep.
check it out. He might be speaking.
I think it's only woodland critters.
No.
Nope, it's pets, livestock,
Oh.
anything.
Chase just comes up to you. Let me fuck the couch.
Yeah.
What's different? Like
Couch is
what changed?
No, honestly,
couch is a slut.
I hate it when people say like, "Oh, I wish my pet could talk to me." It's like they already can basically tell you what they want. Like they're just gonna say that, and it's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be like if my dog could speak like English to me, he'd just be like, "Food, out,
help,
play,
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 hi,
play, play."
What'd I do?
Pets.
What's wrong?
Pets.
Yeah.
Pets. 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 That's
Sad.
all he would say.
Sad.
Food. Food. Let me out. This is a prison.
Or he just becomes a failed writer.
Family Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
That's great.
With this ability of human speech, you know, like a dog is essentially like as smart as like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
These ones get pretty sentient. Obviously, the ones worshiping Jesus, they're like, "Whoa, that's the Son of God! Whoa, I fucking speak English! This is amazing!" Or whatever. I speak any language. Anyway, this involves everything.
And then he immediately went into an existential crisis.
Right.
Committed suicide.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
This involves all animals, pets, livestock, etc. So basically, no one wants to take the Christmas Eve shift at the slaughterhouse.
That's a rough one. There's one guy that's
Yeah.
like, I want that one.
It's usually
I'll take the
you
job.
put the rookie on it.
It's like, oh, and hey, have a couple drinks before midnight. You're gonna want them.
Highly recommend not being sober for midnight at the slaughterhouse.
What happens? You'll see.
Yeah, you'll fucking see. But because most cultures really loved telling fucked up stories at Christmas, not all of the animal encounters were very fun, like the Jesus one, where they were like, "We love you.
Yeah.
You're the Son of God." There's a story from Brittany, in the region of France, Brittany, that on Christmas Eve, there's an old woman who had a cat and a dog, but for some reason didn't like them and starved them both.
Well, that's rude.
Didn't feed them very much, whatever. And she heard her animals talk to each other. At midnight, the dog turned to the cat and said, "It is quite time we lost our mistress. She is a regular miser. Tonight, burglars are coming to steal her money. If she cries out, they will break her head."
Was he planning this break-in, or
I don't know how he
can
knew.
he see the future?
This is beyond sentience. It's predicting the future.
Yeah.
yeah, that's omniscience.
Right.
so
Yeah.
he's just the octopus that picks like the Super Bowl every
Yes.
year.
And the cat replied, "'Twill be a good deed."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a weird strip of Family Circus if I've ever heard one. Tonight, the master.
Yeah. So this freaked the lady the fuck out because she heard him. She heard him saying this. This freaked the lady the fuck out, and she sprinted for the door to get the hell out of there. But it was right as the burglars were showing up, so she opened the door and screamed when she saw them, and so they bashed her head in.
Yeah. So it's a little bit like Oedipus, where he tries to avoid
Fucking his mom.
fucking his mom and
What do you
killing
do?
his
Just
dad, and he did exactly
Slips
that.
and falls right into her.
Yeah.
That's how Oedipus went.
People
right?
don't think about that, but the easiest way to fuck your mom is trying not to.
Yeah. Lean into it, and you'll never fuck your mom.
Yeah. Like if I...
Yeah. Moms hate the smell of desperation on their sons. It's like, you're thirsty, dude.
Yeah. No, not trying. That's the thing. Not trying to fuck, because you can't, if you nag your mom, she'll try to fuck you.
Yeah, I know moms are all like, God, I love it when my son calls me a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really don't like where this joke is going.
Especially since all of our mothers probably listen to this podcast.
they do.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
Yours
at all.
doesn't. Yeah. My mom will actually be here tomorrow.
No. Sweet. We'll be nice to her.
Not after this. She might not be nice back.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this, and she's going to talk to me about this now in person. You'll probably see her. You will see her.
I will see her for sure. So there's another story from the German Alpine region, the Alps in Germany. This one is my favorite.
I thought the last one was your favorite.
No, this whole thing is my favorite in terms of animals talking.
This is.
But this is of the two stories.
Right.
This one's my favorite,
Okay.
even though the last one's pretty funny. They're like, "Good, I hope that bitch gets murdered." So a servant on this farm who was aware of the Christmas Eve magic that animals could talk, he was like, "Dude, I'm sneaking into the barn to hear these fuckers talk.
Get that hot animal goss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going in." So he goes into the barn like his waits for midnight at Christmas Eve to hear them talk, and he does. He does hear them talk. He overhears two horses bitching about how this week of work is going to be really hard because the farm's servant is fat as fuck and and he's going to die that week, and they're going to have to haul his fat fucking ass to the graveyard.
Again, how do animals know?
So they not only speak, they know the future.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He was like,
the
dude,
prophets.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Could you just imagine that like series, that like minute of your life where it's like, dude, you hear animals talk.
Yeah.
The first thing you hear is that they call you fucking fat.
Fuck.
And then you hear that they hate you for being fat because you're going to die in a couple days and they're going to have to haul your fat fucking body to the graveyard.
It sounds like anyone that hears them talking gets bad news.
It's the last thing you hear, apparently, is animals talking.
It's interesting to think like, okay, so say it is true. That means animals exist on a completely different like plane than we do.
Well, there are like dogs that can smell cancer.
Yeah, there are stories of like before a giant storm comes, like all the wildlife just clear out.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, like when in Florida, when like hurricanes were coming, we'd see the
they're
birds fleeing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw that shit too in Orlando, but like, yeah, like also dogs. Something I learned somehow. My wife told me this. Like, she heard this, but dogs like know time via smell.
Yes.
They can smell the time of day it is.
Well, they know it essentially by when you leave for work. It's the decrease of your smell in the house. So like they can tell the time by like your smells
as it's
evaporation.
dissipating.
Yeah.
And then they know like, oh, I barely smell him. That's about when he comes home.
Yep. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm at this. Oh, it's this level of smell. He's going to be home.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, the servant died a few days later.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, once the animal says it, it's pretty much written in stone.
Word is bond with the animals.
They're not fucking around.
Yeah.
It's like the fat fucking servant.
God, that's such a downer. Like,
Fucking fat.
I can't wait to hear the animals speak. They're so majestic. What would they say? This fat fuck got to tow his fat ass down at fucking graveyard. God damn it.
God damn.
They're just Archie bunkers.
Not exactly what Dr. Doolittle had in mind.
Fat phobic. Who knew?
Not body positive animals.
No one who has to carry people likes fat people.
Yeah.
I assume.
X-ray techs.
What?
X-ray techs.
I don't know what that means.
When they got X-ray technicians.
Oh, yeah.
With unconscious people and shit.
Yeah. Not ideal.
Planes.
Planes hate
Hate fats.
Planes hate fat people.
fats.
Some say Flight 93 was just a lot of fatties. Couldn't get it to the White House.
Just what, crashed in a field.
Yeah. They tried. Maybe it was the terrorists were fat. I don't want to put it on the.
You could have just said maybe it was the terrorists, but no. Anyway.
I, to this day, say that 9/11 was an outside job, just like Pearl Harbor.
Always was.
Yeah.
An outside job.
Yeah.
It's an outside job.
Yeah.
Yeah. A controlled demolition took down the Twin Towers. What happened was someone controlled a plane into each tower.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw the planes hit the fucking towers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That is one of those things where it's like, wouldn't it have been easier to just say, like, maybe put a bomb in there instead of doing a whole charade with planes with the controlled demolition
Yeah, they could
theory?
have just put a bomb in there and then blame someone for putting the bomb in there.
Don't-
It had already been done.
Yeah. No, it literally happened in 93.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Don't Pete Carroll our YouTube channel right now, please.
I'm not. I'm literally saying it wasn't. Listen, here's my whole take on that, and you're going to get it now because we've brought it up. We can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, so it's here.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is,
You ever tried?
no, sure haven't. Maybe I've misread
To
that
be fair,
entire.
the toothpaste back in the tube thing, that's more of an effort situation
It's all on you.
than a practicality situation.
It could happen.
Yeah, you could put it back in. How to get it in the first place.
I don't have the machinery
Right.
or the know-how to operate that
You
machinery.
don't know how to put stuff in a hole?
Well, now we're just being insulting. What I was gonna say though is like, the inside job people are like, the government's so fucking stupid, but they're criminal masterminds and they know how to
Right.
do everything this way, and it's like, which is it?
Right.
It can't be both.
The government is incompetent. The government is a mastermind. Yeah, it's
like George Bush is a fucking war criminal, but he's an idiot.
well, you can be an idiot and a war criminal. It's more that George Bush did 9/11 and is an idiot.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I meant
Right.
to say. Yes, that.
Mussolini was a war criminal. That guy was dumb as fuck.
I don't know, man. The trains ran on time. Like, what if? Like,
fair.
how is that the best argument for a fucking fascist dictator?
Right.
Well,
Your Jewish neighbor's getting carted away, but you're like, I don't know, the train came on time.
you win some, you lose some.
Pretty
Plus, we
much.
don't have to hang out with all those Jews.
The Jewish guy said it, so
It's fine.
leave a review. Be mad at Jake.
I'm just doing this for that one. I make all these jokes for that one person that got really
She's not
offended.
coming back.
No, I know.
Was it chick?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was a dude.
It's a chick.
Oh.
For that one person, though.
That makes
just
more
like,
sense.
you shut up. Don't
Yeah.
speak for me.
Anyway, next tradition. This one, so the last one was my favorite. This one is the most practical one to bring back.
Okay.
The one that I think everyone would have the most fun with. The Lord of Misrule.
Sounds great.
So, Christmas is a big party, right?
Right.
Yes.
You're kicking down your neighbor's fucking door, singing, raping their wives.
The blonde girl under the stairs.
Yeah.
Blonde girl under the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic,
They don't care who the-
carnival type vibe.
Yeah, they don't care who the blonde girl is.
Actually, I spoke with someone at work. In Puerto Rico, they have what translates to the assault. Or assault. Basically, this happens to this day, where it's a holiday where people go around door to door, and you either have to give them food or drink, and if you don't have it for them, they will kick your door in and take it.
Oh, that we'll get to that.
That is Carolyn.
It's
Yeah.
not just caroling, and we will get to that. Hey, can I get a beer?
Do it.
Don't listen to them.
ranch water would be
You don't need to listen to what their demands.
Thank you.
They're not going to kick in your door, Coop.
Who is the boss?
Yeah, we don't know.
Well, I am.
How are you the boss?
I got everybody hired.
He's wearing the gold chain.
I am not hired.
We're getting
You
paid.
get him hired.
Yeah,
You're getting paid.
I am getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who distributes that pay, bitch?
Well, not him.
Who signs the checks?
He doesn't
Not
really
me.
handle payroll. Yeah,
Who signs our checks?
the company, because there are ad people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Anyway.
I don't even understand it. And I do
Whatever.
the finances here,
Yeah.
so that's great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Lord of Misrule. So there's a feast around Christmas called the Feast of Fools. It's like in Christmas time, essentially. You know what I mean? Christmas, the way your Christmas party's on like December 17th or something.
Feast of Fools sounds like a Steely Dan song.
Sounds like a Steely Dan or like something like more. It sounds like
Or like an OAR song.
or OAR or what's the other one? Not Dashboard Confessional. Death Cab for Cutie.
Yeah,
Sounds like a Death Cab
It
song.
was a crazy feast of fools.
Just
I lost it all.
And it just goes on
Yeah.
for
aren't they like weird?
18 minutes.
Aren't they like kind of weirdos now?
OAR.
They've always been
They've.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, also here. So Lord of Misrule is the most common name, but in Scotland I prefer this name, the Abbot of Unreason.
Yeah. Now we're just getting into. That's silly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. But the Feast of Fools and the Lord of Misrule actually
The
dates.
Abbot of Unreason. I thought that was the governor of Texas.
Oh, got him.
Ah, man. Fuck that wheelchair guy, huh?
That's very fucking unsensitive.
So actually, there was something that happened once to protest something Abbott did in like 2014 that I didn't care that they were protesting it, and I didn't care how they protested it. And I probably didn't even care what Abbott did. But
That's your politics in a nutshell.
yeah, but
I don't really care about any of it, to be quite frank.
well, it was like
that's just me.
It was like I think it was something with gay rights, but it was something like I didn't care that Abbott did it because like of course he was gonna like. What did you expect Greg Abbott to do?
No, yeah, it's in his fucking party line.
Right, like
yeah.
you're not going to change it by protesting outside of his house. But one thing they did that I'm 100% positive, if conservative protesters had done this and the governor was a liberal, they had a dance party outside Greg Abbott's house.
No, dude,
And
it's
that
so
might
true.
have gained some news traction had the roles of politics been reversed.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's like when I went to an open mic, it was right after the abortion thing happened.
Yeah.
And like everyone was just like, that fucking cripple. God damn it. It's just like, what the fuck? Like you guys just
Yeah.
throw all that out the window as soon as it's the
Oh,
other side.
100%.
Yeah, no, it's so bad. And it's like, you gotta like, Like you just shoot yourselves in the foot every time. It's like you cherry pick your like conscientious or like your whatever you want to call it.
There's so many people.
You cherry pick your wokeness for how it suits your fucking direction or whatever. I don't know. Ranch water. Anyway.
That was fun. That was just a funny thing to me where I was like,
yeah, you guys suck.
You guys would be so pissed if they.
Oh my God! A pride parade outside of his house.
A dance party. I don't know how gay or straight everyone was there.
Yeah, they were all using their legs though.
They were, I assume. But so the Feast of Fools, Lord of Misrule, it actually dates all the way back to ancient Roman times, after Christianity took over. It is actually not a descendant of Saturnalia, though. You can go back and listen to last year's Saturnalia episode. It is not connected to that, historians believe, but there are a lot of similarities. Because people aren't very creative.
No.
People are simultaneously like really creative, but we all create the same shit.
Yes, because there's just archetypes of creativity.
Like
in
how many different times in human history do you think the fucking wheel was invented?
God, and you know that whole thing about reinventing it?
Yeah.
Nah.
And I want to think of like a creative way to say this, but I'll just default to shit don't change.
Yeah.
Shit don't change. I was actually about to use that in this, not even for that part. So it floats between the Feast of Fools, floats between like Christmas time and New Year's Day. But a lot of times it is on New Year's Day because, and this is the funnest fact of maybe that we've ever had on this podcast, New Year's Day is no longer what I will be celebrating on January 1st. There is another holiday on January 1st.
Does it involve a baby?
It does.
Oh, because Baby New Year's or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Baby New Year's. Religiously, for the church, for I assume every sect of Christianity, certainly Catholicism, and probably Orthodox as well, January 1st is, and this is 100% real, tell your friends, the Feast of the Circumcision.
Ooh.
That is the day that Jesus was circumcised.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So you celebrate it by cutting your own child's penis.
No, we had our child's penis cut like the day after he was born.
But will you re-circumcise?
We'll probably cut a piece of it off.
Just take a little off the top.
Yeah, and bronze it for him or something.
Little trim. Yeah.
It's really maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get recircumcised once a year.
Needs a haircut.
Yeah.
People don't. The women listening probably don't realize, but your foreskin grows back regularly, and you do.
Just
need
very
to trim it.
fast.
You do need
very
to trim
fast.
it.
Yeah. Learn some anatomy, ladies.
It's serious. Penis skin is basically like a fingernail.
Yeah. It's God. I hate having to clip
It
it.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
And they haven't invented anything better than toenail clippers to use.
Do you know anyway? You know the whole moil thing,
I know what a moil is.
Do you know what a moil is? You don't? It's the person.
No, I do. It's a circumciser.
Do you know the old way of treating the circumcision after it's done?
Now what?
They would suck the blood out of the penis.
Well, that just sounds like an excuse.
Right? I read that. I was like, oh, maybe that's not, maybe we scrub that part. Maybe we scrub that.
There are some parts of history that should be erased.
It's just we don't need to admit that. Come on. They already think we're fucking demons.
Catholic priests get all the shit. You guys codified it.
I'm sorry, we're healing a wound. We mutilate genitals and suck the blood out of them, but you're the bad guys. Sorry.
You know what I told someone the other day that blew their mind is that, so you can't give a baby anesthesia really, right?
Right, of course.
So when they circumcise the kid, the anesthesia is sugar water.
Yeah.
To just distract them.
Well,
it's sweet, yummy.
And the theory is just that it's so much different sensation that it's just, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except they do. That trauma's forever.
So New Year's Day is the Feast of the Circumcision. It is no longer New Year's Day. It's Circumcision Day.
So what happens?
What kind of food do you eat on the day of the circumcision?
Pork rinds.
Calamari.
Calamari. Yeah, calamari is a better one. Very chewy, ring-like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yum.
And you pick out the one that looks most like yours.
I was going to say pig in a blanket. Yeah.
Yeah, but you just cut the...
Just only
Take the tip of the blanket off.
Yeah.
Just kolaches with the ends cut off.
Yeah.
Yum. I like that. All right.
Yeah.
So the church was not a fan of Feast of Fools since pretty much the beginning of time. One bishop in what is now Turkey, Asterius of Amasia, hated the Feast of Fools. It's actually interesting, not probably interesting enough to do a podcast about, but he randomly, like a lot of his homilies, his
Yeah, we'll
sermons.
give him 15 seconds.
Yeah, his sermons or whatever got preserved for whatever reason, and he was a really good orator. He was a lawyer beforehand, so he's very very vocal and very animated and in his language and stuff like that. So he said he hated it because one of the things was kids going door to door to get presents, and like the thing was they would trade like shitty stuff that they had for like presents worth like 2 or 3 times as much, and he hated this. He said he said they were learning greed, and that the tender minds of the young begin to be impressed with that which is commercial and sordid.
Tale as old as time. Yeah.
Christmas has been too commercial since 400 AD.
Yeah.
Shit don't change.
Yep.
I thought that's the type of historical fact I see and just get comforted by.
Yes. No, it is good to know.
Christmas
that
was too commercial 200 years before Islam was invented.
Yeah. It's like, God damn, these kids just wanting things.
Yeah. Children wanting things.
Oh, no.
Tale as old as time. But yeah.
If only there was something you could do for that, like speak to them or impart lessons.
Crazy.
I know.
He also complained that all the revelry of Feast of Fools made like the Roman soldiers gay or something.
Checks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like, I guess
So what do they do? Like, what is the Feast of Fools? Like, what was it?
It's basically just like a big fucking party, and it changed over the years. So like in the Roman times, like for the soldiers, for example, he was bitch. I said the kids, like they went and traded shitty presents for good presents. The Roman soldiers and other people would like, a lot of it was role reversal, and that's the same thing in Saturnalia, where like the poor did rich things, etc. The rich did poor things, or anyone did like really things that are normally detestable. So back in Roman times, for centuries, actors were considered like just 1 inch step above prostitutes and stuff like that, like just the lowest of the low, like dog shit people. But these guys would like start doing plays, and like the soldiers would like play women in the plays, and or they would just act like they'd put their hair up like women and talk like this, and it was like funny, and they would do it. But
It's
like
just the day to switch it up.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
started
It's old
banging
switcheroo
dudes.
days. Which, by the way, I enjoy. I think that'd be kind of fun. Like, as a Christmas party, like you wear a dress, she wears your clothes, whatever.
Do skits. You do skits.
That's kind of funny to me. That sounds fun.
That was my fraternity Christmas party. We just did skits.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's fun.
Why not?
Also, I think it's interesting that you just said, like, oh, the poor people did what they thought rich people did, and the rich people did what they thought poor people did. And both of them just thought it was orgies.
Yeah, basically.
They were like, well, these poor gross assholes, they just fuck each other all day. They're disgusting.
Yeah.
And these rich assholes just fuck each other all day. They're gross. And it's just the same thing. They all just wanted to have sex.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone was shit-faced all the time and stuff like that.
We're not much different.
The bishop was also not a fan of the fact that like farmers would come in, like innocent, dumb, like country rube farmers would come in to like sell their produce and stuff like that. And everyone doing the Feast of Fools would just like pin them down and spank them and steal all their shit.
Shitty.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the bishop on that one. Really,
Yeah,
maybe don't spank a poor farmer.
They grow all our food, assholes. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Bishop, the Aramis or whatever the fuck is Asterius. I'll give you that one. That's where the Lord of Misrule began. It was usually a peasant or a low deacon in the church who was the Lord of Misrule. A peasant, especially in Roman times, low deacon more in the Middle Ages, and this persisted for a long time. I mean, literally almost over 1,000 years, or about 1,000 years, on and off.
So what are you bringing back?
What?
You said you wanted to bring this back. What part of it are you bringing back?
Oh, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Because it's not the next part.
Okay.
So a lot of times it was someone shitty or a poor person because it was funny because they weren't Lord of shit. You know what I mean? Like this guy's not it's the odds. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's poor.
Right. Hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's essentially just, what is it, the Minister of Cheer from The Grinch?
Sure.
Or the Cheer Miser?
Who?
They just give it to the Grinch.
Oh, yeah. Essentially, yeah. And it made sense for a long time for it to be a poor person. A, because it was funny, because they were poor. And B, because Romans and even ancient and dark age, like Brits, for example, used to human sacrifice them at the end.
Oh, not great.
I think we should bring that back.
Saturnalia did this too.
That
They'd
checks
slit
out.
their throat.
Well, you have to give blood for Saturn.
Right.
Everyone knows that.
By the Middle Ages, that wasn't a thing anymore. Essentially what happened is the Lord of Misrule, and this is the part we should do, they were in charge of the party.
Yeah.
And
Seems worse.
Just kill me.
no, not planning it. They just were like king of the party.
I was going to say.
Oh, party king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's like in charge of the venue.
No.
Caterer.
Social chair. Fuck that.
Maybe
Yeah.
he tells people what to do. He's like the president of the fraternity, and he tells social chair
Transportation. It's just it's a whole thing.
So essentially, the number one rule at any party with a Lord of Misrule is you have to do what the Lord of Misrule says. Usually that involves like take this shot, chug that wine, whatever. Era dependent, I suppose.
Oh, I'm fine with this rule.
Yeah.
This is fun.
So every Christmas party should have a Lord of Misrule.
Yeah.
And if it's your company, it's always the janitor.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you sacrifice him at the end.
Yeah. Then you slit his
Scruffy.
throat. Yeah.
Scruffy, what next? So, eat this sawdust so you puke normal. I can clean it later.
There were also parades and shit like that too that they would do through the town. Actually, one thing that was funny is the Lord of Misrule parades a lot during the Middle Ages. They would parade through the street and then bust into church during church service and just interrupt it. And they would do like opposite of what the church was supposed to do.
So, Levian Satanism.
I guess. So it's like, I don't know, if you take communion, like if they offer communion there, I don't know, you shove it up your ass instead of put it in your mouth or something like this.
No, yeah, I mean, like,
You haven't.
Me?
Yeah, it's faster into the bloodstream to get the body of Christ.
Well, I do butt chug the
fastest
wine.
It's the fast. Actually, what you're supposed to do is chop it up into a fine powder and snort it.
Yeah.
So you can get Jesus right up into
So
your
you
brain.
snort the wafer and you butt chug the wine.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you ever take communion and you go to get the wine and some old fuck whose mouth barely works like dropped a piece of wafer into it from their mouth?
Yeah, man. You guys
It's a
were
little floaty.
Dude, have you ever seen that before?
Have I seen it? I've tasted it. Went to Catholic school for 9 years. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the wafer floater and the wine was
I'm
fucking foul.
so glad we didn't have
Like
that.
if you knew, like especially if you were behind some like old motherfucker.
Why don't you just throw the cross up for once? Like just throw the.
Well, the communion's fine. The way you only throw that up. So the wine's optional every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't have to take the wine. The wine's optional, but
You're
But what's-
12, so you're going to take the wine.
yeah, you're 12, so you obviously take the wine.
That also very much checks out.
Oh, 100%.
It's like, I'm getting that booze, bitch.
Even at your first communion, you don't have to take the wine. But my mom was like, "Are you going to take the wine?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm taking the wine."
That's the hardest sell ever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Oh.
And by the way, it's like real wine.
No,
Like, it's
I know.
alcohol.
It's, yeah.
Like,
It'd be hilarious if it was Manischewitz.
fuck that. Yeah.
Have you ever had Manischewitz? It's
No.
terrible.
No.
It's so sweet, dude. But I mean, that's like the shit you get like with like satyrs and stuff.
It's more like Yellowtail.
Yellowtail is like a fine Russian Valley Kabsov compared to Manischewitz is like, well, just tried to throw their hat in the ring for alcohol one year. And it's like, oh, it's grape juice with booze in it. Mm-hmm. It tastes like a vodka Welch's.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do have an entire city of gold, so, we splurge a little bit. On
Yeah,
Yellowtail.
fair.
Is the Vatican the most expensive per square foot in the country? Or in the world, I mean?
Easily. Just that library no one's allowed to go into.
Right.
What do you think that's worth?
Yeah.
My God.
It is a miracle that we didn't bomb that fucking thing in World War II. The Italians should have all fucking hidden there. There should have been like a human shield.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to get a bunch of Catholic guys to bomb the Vatican, though.
Well, it's the Americans. We didn't really like Catholics that much back then.
They were in the service.
Yeah, I mean, there were plenty of Catholics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They probably would have been pissed off.
That would have been a very hard line to draw. Like, it's like, hey,
100%.
we just
But then that would
desecrated.
have proved we do work for the Pope.
If we didn't bomb the Vatican?
If we did. Or, I'm sorry, if we tried and then everyone and all the Catholics were like, no way, man.
There's probably a discussion that was had at one point.
Yeah, maybe. Seriously. But yeah, this is Lord of Misrule. I like that. I like that. I think at your Christmas party, if you haven't had one yet, do a Lord of Misrule. Or actually, better yet, an Abbot of Unreason.
Yes, we need an Abbot of Unreason.
Yeah.
If we hang out this Christmas, we're going to make Rory the Lord of Misrule.
Okay, I like that.
If he blinks at you, you have to pound.
And if he shits his pants, you have to shit your pants.
You have to shit your pants.
Yeah.
We'll have to
you have
explain
to
it to my
what?
mom. What?
You have to what?
You have to pound. Pound drink.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you thought like,
You
Yeah.
trying to fuck my baby, bro?
What?
no, hold on.
Because he blinks a lot.
I just want to suck the blood out of his dick, dude.
Yeah.
Chill out.
All right,
yeah.
okay. All right, that's fine. Ooh, boy.
I really walked into that one.
Next up.
Gotta stop drinking ranch water in the pod.
Right.
Talking about fucking babies and moms.
Yeah, we've gone full circle.
Oh wait, that's like par for the course for this podcast.
Tale as old as time. As old as this podcast. Next up, we have more of kind of the caroling situation. This is not caroling in particular. I'll tell you what, dude. The Scandinavians, Icelandic people, other Scandinavians, Sweden, Norway, whatever, they don't fuck around during Christmas. Most of the fucked up traditions come from those people.
It's night, like half the time there. Of course they're weird.
And they act like it.
Yeah.
The first one is Jule bucking, which is essentially trick-or-treating, but creepier, kind of like the caroling or whatever. Scandinavians in the Middle Ages, they'd put on masks and costumes and go door to door demanding shit from people.
Of course.
Booze, food. They were shit-faced the entire time. They wanted more booze, food, your daughter probably, or son, who knows. Some Norwegians and even Americans of Scandinavian descent, so I don't know, watch out for Minnesota, I guess, in Christmas time.
Watch out for Jack.
Yeah, right. No, he's not Scandinavian. He's dating a Scandinavian.
I'm sure he'll adopt some customs
Yeah,
Minnesota.
He's
as
not
well.
dating the Scandinavian. They broke up.
Oh, no.
Boo.
That's a bummer.
Sorry, Jack.
Poor sweet Jack. Yeah, so these shit-faced adults would just get up in mass and go demanding shit like the carolers did, and you would not enjoy your life if you didn't give them anything. But that was more of just, even though they were shit-faced and dicks, that one's kind of fun. The Yule mumming,
Mumming, is that like a
little less so.
Fortune telling?
No, although there was, fortune telling did used to be a big part of Christmas. There wasn't enough on the street.
Well, from the animals, of course.
Right, yeah, they would tell you when you're going to die. There was a part, it wasn't enough to do a whole thing on it, but fortune telling was the thing. So like if Christmas Day was sunny and bright in the Middle Ages, you didn't want a white Christmas back then. Sunny and bright would mean a good spring and summer, nice growing season, whatever.
Makes sense. It's a mild winter. Yeah.
And if there was a blizzard, it would be bad for it would be a bad year for rich people.
Good.
Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking know. But yeah. They would try to. So the clergy thought God was always sending signs, but during Christmas was like especially sign time.
Sure.
And so they would
Blizzard,
over-interpret.
is that actually where the term eat the rich comes from?
Yes.
Because they would actually eat the rich because of...
It's bad for the rich people.
I mean,
they
with all
ran out-
that
they didn't have
snow.
food.
All those crops
Yeah,
dead.
Didn't have food.
Gotta eat
It's
something.
famine.
Eat the
Yeah.
rich. That's actually the rich would eat the poor.
Yeah, it's definitely
The rich-
there's more poor than rich.
They don't know
Yeah.
how to organize.
Yeah, they're not good at it because the rich just pays half the poor to kill the other half of the poor. Then everybody eats that dead half of the poor,
Yeah.
Right. Chariot racing.
and then that half of the poor that's left over has money.
That's chariot racing.
Yeah, smart. The rich are playing chess.
You don't get that reference? You don't remember that episode?
No, yeah.
Where the
it's-
blues and the greens paid each other, like all the rich people just paid
Yeah.
them to turn on each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great. Glorious.
Smart. That's why I'm pro-rich. I don't like the poor. I'm team rich.
Rob Fox noted poor hater and troop hater.
Wait, what was the other one?
Troop.
Troop hater.
hater,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. We need to clip that too. I hate the poor. Yeah. All right. Great. We got that. Perfect. Clip it. So Yule mumming in Northern Europe and Scandinavia, again, to be drunk 20-somethings. By the way, it seems like these people had nothing to do, right? Like they would get bored at the pub or their homes very quickly.
Yeah, life sucks.
Yeah. And they had to go out and find something to do. So they would run around, dress up like the devil,
Fun.
and scare the shit out of children.
Great.
Not in I mean, they'd run around the town doing it, but they'd bust into homes. They'd bang on doors, bust into houses, start screaming at the
A lot
children.
of B&Es.
Oh, Christmas was just all B&Es. And by the way, the main character of Christmas is still B&Es every year.
Oh, breaking and entering. Okay. It took me a second. Yeah.
That's like a really old
Not bacon and eggs.
Dane Cook thing.
Yeah. That's a Dane Cook joke,
Yeah, I forgot.
but a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think cops do refer to it as a B&E. He probably got that from a cop.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I'm solely crediting Dane Cook.
That's fine.
Can you B&E at a B&B for B&Es?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
B&B beef and beer?
B&B. Bed and breakfast. You break and enter a bed and breakfast for bacon
Or
and
bacon
eggs.
and eggs. Yes.
What about a beef and beer though? For the troops.
Fuck the troops.
Oh well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just quoting Rob.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
That's my epitaph. Fuck the troops. 1 year, I don't know which one, but there's like I don't know what the year was, but there's a story that persists about this guy who was really big and strong and made a rad, elaborate goat costume where he could move the mouth with 2 sticks, and it was huge. I mean, it was fucking. Imagine the Lion King Broadway show. Have you ever seen those?
Which I have not seen. No.
Not the show, but have you seen pictures or videos of it ever?
No.
Like even
Is he just Krampus?
It's like the giraffe from kinda. It's like the giraffe from the Lion King. I'll show you real quick.
From the play?
Yeah, from the Lion King Broadway show.
You're the only person that's seen it, so.
Yeah, none of us have seen that.
That's
What are
You
talking
haven't
about?
seen a picture of it?
No, I don't follow Broadway daily. Oh wow,
It's like this
yes.
guy in the giraffe
Yeah, wow.
costume.
Okay, that is quite the
Yeah,
contraption.
This guy made quite the goat costume, and he was fucking busting into houses and scaring the absolute fuck out of kids. He would scream at them, like through the goat thing, like he was like, rah, 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 rah.
Just moving the mouth. And
Yeah,
shit.
moving the mouth and shit, demanding cheese and cake until everyone gave into him.
Isn't that just Jeff Dunham's act?
Yeah, pretty much. His puppets aren't as big, though.
Right.
Like, this guy was goat head. His whole thing was covered in fur. And when these terrified children finally gave him the cheese and cake he desired, he would wiggle his tail, which was made of bells, to show that he was happy. And then he'd dance out of the house.
Wow, just wow.
Yeah.
What a move.
And I'd maybe bring that back.
Well, not all of us are that crafty, Robert.
Yeah, someone else is going to need to make my thing. The Lion King guy is going to need to make my goat demon costume.
I'll wear some ass bells.
Yeah, ass
Yeah.
bells all day.
Yeah, ass bells.
Why don't we?
On
why
this
don't we?
dump truck.
Yeah, why don't we condense it? We just wear ass bells
Okay.
and we scream for cheese.
And whenever we get the cheese, we shake our little butts.
Yeah, that sounds.
And we're like, wee,
That sounds very aggro.
cheese.
Yeah,
Well, Feast of Fools makes you gay.
it does.
Yeah.
Well, it's straight then.
That's what the bishop said.
It's the reverse.
It's opposite day.
Speaking
That's all it is.
speaking of bishops, this is the last one. Kind of similar to the Lord of Misrule, there is the Christmas bishop.
St. Nicholas?
No. The Christmas bishop, it's like the Lord of Misrule, but it's a child and no one gets their throat slit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So less metal.
A little less metal, yeah. A little more adorable. In the 12th century.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, hear me out. Hear it
Okay,
out.
we'll hear. We'll
hear
listen.
the facts. Boys in towns or at schools, churches, whatever, they would be elected. One boy would be elected as a bishop for Christmas, as like a fake bishop. They would dress the boy up in kind of like mock vestments, and he would put on a fake mass where he would preach a sermon, usually something ridiculous.
And on that day, God said, we all get candy.
Literally,
Like
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. To the meek, get the candy. Like whatever.
We're meek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the meek shall inherit the candy.
I just wanted to do my boy voice.
He would go out in a procession where people would give him gifts and money and food. The Christmas bishop also had duties to perform, including
in his pants.
for other people's pants.
Go on.
Yeah, he would marry people.
Got married by a 6-year-old.
The boy bishop, would marry people while making strange faces and speaking in a weird voice. And then the newly married couple had to give him something as thanks for him marrying them.
Would he just marry random people together, or what was it already
Like, who's picking that date?
Well,
predetermined?
so it would be kind of random because these marriages, while apparently some sort of legal, only lasted for the day. So the boy bishop would basically make it chill in the eyes of God for these people to fuck it for one day.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little loophole.
But if they didn't give him a good gift, he would take a bag filled with ashes and smack them in the head with it.
Just a God hall pass?
Yeah. It's a God hall pass. If a 6-year-old says you're allowed to fuck for the day, you're allowed to fuck for the day.
I like how fast and loose everything was thousands of years ago.
Yes.
Or not thousands,
I mean-
hundreds of years ago.
It's the same here.
Right?
Yeah. No, it literally is just like you just needed a day to be progressive.
Well, to put stuff in stuff.
Yeah.
And really,
That's what progressive means.
Putting
Yeah.
things in holes.
right. Yeah, the marriage lasted one night. Bang City, I assume.
Yeah, you have
Capital
to
U.
consummate it.
Yeah. And then the next day, annulled. All good. Auto annulment.
So it's like the auto expire
Yeah.
on your subscription.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're not losing half,
Half of what?
whatever you have.
Not a lot. These people don't have a lot.
Okay.
It's fine. The
They
only
just
thing-
gave most of it to a 6-year-old to marry them so they
Right.
could fuck. So
and
I mean,
also,
it's
if you
not
get her
like-
pregnant that night, but the marriage is annulled the next morning automatically,
It's a bastard
kid's
child.
not your problem. Yeah.
No.
No, the kid's not a bastard. He was conceived while you're married. He's just not your problem anymore.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
Best of both worlds, if anything.
What day is
Good for the
this?
kid.
Yeah. What day's the boy bishop thing?
Yeah.
You trying to get your girlfriend pregnant and then get the fuck out of there?
No.
Okay. You don't need a boy bishop to do that.
Yeah. So you can live in America.
Yeah.
You can do that whenever you want.
Maybe I have. I don't know.
That
Have you?
gold chain says you have.
Yeah. You reek of unclaimed children.
Maybe that's the real story of Costa Rica.
Really? Yeah.
No.
Sounds like it is.
Paul Gibson.
His kids living under a bridge at the border trying to get back to him.
That whole convoy thing is just Dan's kid.
Yeah. Dan's children. His Costa Rican family.
Just Daniel, please. Daniel, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
Pura vida.
But that's all I got. This is the lost Christmas traditions, most of which I want to bring back. What did you guys learn today?
One.
We're not very creative. Like, I feel like everything we talked about today in the Christmas episodes that we've talked about this year and last year, there's all these same revolving themes. Like, very similar. It doesn't matter which culture it was. Everything was just essentially the same thing.
Time is a circle in a way, and traditions are circular as well. I mean, look at what we're into now as a culture versus then. Like, we're just slowly moving right back to orgies.
Yes.
Like, more widely accepted, though.
Yeah.
But also, Guam, really. That was the name?
Glom.
Guam.
I feel like we could have skipped Glom.
In this episode?
Yeah.
I liked Guam.
He was a nothing.
But we got to hear about the guy who was like, you'll get a funny story out of this
Takes
whole thing.
bone. Yeah. He takes your bones.
He's no Yuletide cat.
No, he's not eating kids.
I do appreciate, like Jake said, though, the husband being like, yeah, well, if I don't know, if I get my bones ripped out, it'll be a funny story for you.
That'd be a good ha-ha.
Oh, no, I'm not saying this is on you. I'm just saying Glom's just a total. Why is he even a historical?
Thing.
Is Glom your Hitler?
Glom is my Hitler. He sucks.
Okay.
I'm going partial Hitler. The guy who was like, this is dumb that we do this. Like, Christmas is too commercial, but also I get why you did some of it, but
Yeah.
like some of it he's being a real Nazi about.
Yeah, well, actually, this is a Christmas episode, so maybe it's not a Hitler, it's a Grinch. Because the Grinch is the Hitler.
Who's
of
the
Christmas.
Grinch? Yeah, that guy.
No, the Grinch was in the right. The town of Who's were the Hitler.
Whoville.
The Grinch was in the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Grinch is Hitler.
Wow. All right, hold on. Wait, how do we cut this?
I don't want other jobs.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, whatever. No, yeah. I do. That does not surprise me that you believe the Grinch was in the right, though.
He's living his best life.
Doing what he
He was
wants.
just leaving everybody alone. He's
The-
living by himself.
The Grinch is like
Yeah, but
Him
then-
and his dog.
Yeah, but then he simped out for the Who's.
He tried to, and then they made fun of him. And the lesson of the Grinch is to never get involved with society. Just isolate yourself.
He
and you'll
gets
be fine.
involved at
and
the
he
end.
becomes happy. His heart grows.
He gets happier when he gets involved with society.
No, he not at first, because they make fun of him. Have you seen Jim Carrey's The Grinch?
I don't acknowledge anything but the cartoon where
How do you not acknowledge Jim Carrey?
it's a dumb movie.
It's a great movie.
The original cartoon Grinch is the only one I acknowledge.
Either way, he still gets involved with the town. They make fun of him.
Even
Not
the
in the
narrator
cartoon,
makes
you know?
fun of him.
The narrator makes fun of him until he becomes a part of society, until he conforms.
Yeah, okay, Rob. So you're a fucking conformist,
Yeah.
as we all are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I feel no way about the Grinch either.
I
way.
think in a lot of ways, the Grinch is a dangerous fable, a dangerous tale, that is essentially pro-vaccine propaganda.
Explain.
He conformed, and he was happier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a reach.
you would say that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I am vaxxed, so my brain is mush. I saw a funny haha. It's like everyone thought they were washing their hands the most this year. Turns out their brains were being washed the hardest.
Lord.
I like to give my brain a good scrub.
It's like, so wait. And to which I replied, if my brain is so clean.
What was the person who posted
my
that
mouth so
wearing
dirty?
a Lions Not Sheep shirt?
Yeah,
It was
probably.
a family member. Anyway,
That's fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
Oh boy, that's a good time. I'm gonna go with Glom as Hitler as well for
Glom
this one.
sucks.
I think Glom's tight.
Glom's lazy.
Glom knows what he wants, and it's your bones.
It's bones. He wants your skull.
Give me the fucking...
No, he left the skull in.
The Yule
How do
Cat.
you how do you snap a neck and then so he snapped the neck and that's how you remove the skeleton?
I guess actually it'd be funnier if he
Cracked the
left.
neck and it just kind of pulled it out
Yeah.
like a fish.
It'd be funnier if he did take the skull, but they like just the vertebrae needed to break the neck was left in there. It would then like flappy head like a deflated kickball coming down, and then the rest of the body just like a skin suit without
Just like a sock full of pennies. Just whipping around. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Glom. He's my Hitler for this, but I enjoy the
Rob
tale.
loves Hitler.
I just need more details on Glom before I guess I can give an accurate judgment.
What more do you need to know about him?
He takes bones.
You gave like no backstory on
Lives in
Glom.
a mound of rocks, takes bones, breaks necks.
Does it at night. It's cut and dry, dude.
Okay.
His name is Glom.
I could be talked into Glom, I guess.
Yeah, I think
It
he
sounds
seems
like
like
you are
your kind
being
of guy
talked
in a
to.
lot of ways.
Yeah.
He just seems like muscle.
He's no fuss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fuss muscle.
He's Glom.
Yeah.
All right. Like if we get Glom in like a Sopranos prequel.
Oh, Glom. Yeah. Glom would be very much your character in The Sopranos.
Okay. I'm
All
fine
right.
with that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I fucking got for today. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Go to softcorehistory.com, buy some merch. Please and thank you. Leave a review. Please and thank you. Support the podcast by going to Instagram at Softcore History. Our Instagrams individually, which are linked on Softcore History's Instagram. Go ahead, give us a follow if you want. We'd appreciate that.
All the way across the board. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
And me and Jake will try to get hot for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
hot
gonna-
race.
It starts January.
Wait, what's the finish line?
Space.
Always space. Space is the place.
Thinking more of a chronological
For the helpful
Our
hardware store.
birthdays.
All right, yeah. Birthday week.
Birthday week.
Are you guys' birthday in the same week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever's hotter,
When is
we'll,
that
we'll
again?
throw a poll up.
Mid-May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loser has to pay for something.
How do we decide? Is this a listener vote?
Yeah.
It'll be a vote, yeah.
Yeah.
A listener vote to decide who wins the
Yeah,
hot
and if
race.
I win, I have way less followers than you. So if I win, you're taking me out.
I have a lot of hate follows.
Ooh, good. Yeah. Okay, so let's determine this. So winner gets pride. Loser has to buy birthday dinner.
Yeah, but it has to also fall into like our body dysmorphia, where like if we eat a cheat meal, we instantly become not hot.
No, we're going to a steakhouse.
We're going to Perry's.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Loser gets Perry's.
We'll do pork chops on a Friday.
No,
Fuck it.
that's stupid. Let's do a dinner because
I want a steak. I don't want a pork
Yeah,
chop.
Okay.
I'm coming because I want to watch this.
Okay.
I want to watch one of you pay for the other's meal as the other one goads over.
It's like one, you're already uglier than the other, and then
Right.
two, you have to pay for their food.
Yeah. And drink.
We can make it
That's-
official. Yeah.
That's how the world works.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Beautiful people don't pay.
It's essentially whatever. Let's make it whatever the ad money is for that. That's your cap on spending for that month.
Fuck that,
for the
dude.
dinner.
$800. I'm not paying for yours.
We don't get paid $800 a month individually.
You want to pay more?
No, I was saying whatever our cut of each person's cut is that month.
What are you talking about? We shouldn't discuss finances on the show.
No, we sure shouldn't.
Whatever. All right.
Let's cut that part, actually. Yeah.
No, we're not cutting it. We're leaving it in. But don't lowball us,
All right.
Rob.
$10,000.
$10,000 dinner? Yeah. Whoops.
All right.
Anyway.
That's all I got
Yeah,
for Dan Regester and Jake Goldman.
you just got soft served.